Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in. This is part 2 of my B&O headphone review, and this is going to be after I've had a chance or an opportunity to wear them for a couple of weeks and give you my impressions of them. Well, to start with, I think they're quite nice. I think they sound very nice, actually. Saying nice. Well, they do. They sound very nice. They're quite open, and the sound signature is quite pleasant. I don't know how to describe it any other way. It sounds very natural. There's an open quality, and I think that may be have something to do with these holes that are drilled in there. Boy, that's really hard to get in focus there. Come on. There we go. Snaps into focus. So yeah, those little holes, they make a big difference in the overall presence of the sound as one experiences it. One thing I wanted to mention is that because these are for headphone, obviously, I mean for used as a telephone attachment or telephone microphone, headphone, that obviously because of this thing, that's what makes it obvious. Forgive me for stuttering and stumbling here. This is the second take I've done. And that seems to be a habit with me, because the first time I had it on 720p instead of 1080p, and I was like, so annoying. So, as I was going to say, it's human voice sounds very, very good with these. I was very impressed. So I think for telephone use, telephone conversation, which of course, with this type of microphone and whatnot, it's ideal for, and it seems to have been tuned specifically for the spoken human voice. So that would make it an ideal candidate for someone that listens to a lot of podcasts and that sort of thing. But that's not to preclude it for music use either. And it's in that regard that I primarily purchased these. So, having said that, my main concern was with these holes drilled in there was, the extent and the amount and the volume of the sound leakage that has been reported. So, yes, in a quiet room, there is some sound leakage that would be noticeable. But in terms of, public transportation or any environment that has any kind of ambient quality, sound quality, sound involvement, then it's negligible. And I think on public transportation, even with someone sitting beside me, unless you're listening to this at ear destroying volume, sound pressure volume, then it's not going to be noticeable to anyone around you. As a matter of fact, I took this on a train, a 4-hour train ride back and forth, so 8 hours in total, and I used these quite a lot, and I didn't get any odd looks or anything at all. As a matter of fact, I became quite confident and unconcerned that I was disturbing anyone around me at all. And so I think in that regard, I think I can rest easy and use these with confidence. Now, this does bring me to another subject which I find a little less positive, and that's this cord. This cord is just an awful thing, and B&O should be ashamed of themselves for just in this second version of it, of just adding in a drawstring bag instead of that lovely case that came with the first version. Now, if the cord had been this flat, untangleable type rubber cord, then fine. I could live with that. I could just stuff this in my pocket, as I do with these, and these were the headphones that came with my phone. And have served me quite well, but I was, these are $15 headphones. So I was looking for something a bit more, a bit more premium, a bit more, and actually these are a little this design is a little uncomfortable in the ear canal. So I wanted something that would be, comfortable to wear, as these are quite comfortable to wear, and I don't mind them at all. But that cord is obnoxious and annoying. So, and I guess I just, I tried using that bag just once, and that was like, no, I'm not going to do that. So I went to eBay, and I bought myself this little aftermarket case, and it's got a nice little, and it actually seems to be almost ideal for this sort of thing, because you put your headphones in there, wrap that around like so, and oops, oh, clumsy, there we go. Well, I'm being a little nervous here, so let me try that again. Yeah, so I bought these on eBay because I just found it so frustrating to use with just that bag by itself, and it was like, why would I subject myself to untangling a cord every time and then be reminded of the fact that I didn't get that lovely little case that version 1 did of this. And oh yes, okay, fine. The price was reduced by, some significant portion, but, B&O, please. Your markup is quite, see how nice that is? And then I can just take this out. And I mean, would it have been that, this was $8. Now, would it have been that much of a hardship for B&O to include something like this, even a lesser one than the original one that they had? Instead of a drawstring bag. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, I'm just going to leave it there. As I said, I like them. I don't regret buying them. I think they sound very nice. And I mean, the $150. Well, you have to ask yourself, whether that industrial design is worth that. I mean, every company, up and down everywhere has headphones, and it's the components are very commoditized. So B&O differentiates themselves with this sort of aspirational logo, and the stainless steel is part of the industrial design. But they should have gone a tiny little bit further and maybe redesigned the cord so that you wouldn't need the case if they were going to subtract that case from the product. So there we are. You'll have to make up your own mind. I don't regret buying them. I recommend them because they do sound quite nice. There's just that proviso with the case. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.